Jayama. In this video, we are going to discuss the story of Mahishasur. After ages passed since the defeat of Madhu and Kaitabha, a new threat rose in the three worlds, one far more powerful, far more cunning, and far more destructive than any demon before. His name was Mahishasur, born of a buffalo demon father and a gandharva mother. From the moment of his birth, carried both brute animal strength and sharp, ambitious intelligence. Through relentless austerities and severe tapasya, Mahishasur won a boon from Brahma. No man or god could ever kill him. Empowered by this boon, he unleashed terror across the worlds. His monstrous buffalo form crushed mountains and uprooted trees, while his human form wielded weapons with terrifying skill. With every victory, his arrogance grew. Soon he set his eyes on the throne of heaven. The gods confronted him, but Mahishasur, shielded by his boon, defeated Devendra and seized Indraloka. One by one, the gods were cast out, their weapons shattered, their powers humiliated. The heavens trembled under his rule. Homeless and helpless, the defeated gods approached Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh, Shiva, pleading for deliverance. They described Mahishasur cruelty, and the three supreme deities felt the anger ignite. From that shared fury emerged a binding radiance. The light of Brahma joined with the fire of Maheshwara. The brilliance of Vishnu merged with the glow of all other gods, and together these divine energies fused into a single blazing point. From that cosmic fire rose a goddess of incomparable power, Durga. Mahadevi, the supreme Shakti, formed entirely of the divine energies. Her face shone like Shiva's light, her 10 arms carried the weapon of all the gods, and her lion mount roared with thunder that echoed across the heavens. She was embodiment of beauty and terror, serenity and wrath, destruction and creation. When Mahishasur heard of a beautiful woman challenging him, he laughed. Drunk with arrogance, he sent his generals and armies to capture her. But as each wave of soldiers charged at her, Durga's lion leapt forward with the power of a storm. And the goddess' weapons danced through the battlefield like lightning. Their roars filled with the skies, their strikes split the earth, and the battlefield shook beneath their fury. Enraged by the loss of his armies, Mahishasur himself charged into the battle, taking the form of a massive buffalo. He gored mountains, shattered cliffs, and swept entire battalions aside. Durga met him head on, her face flashing with divine brilliance. Mahishasur shifted the forms furiously, a lion, a man, an elephant, a giant, trying to confuse her with his ever changing shape. But the goddess was the mother of the universe. She saw through every illusion and struck him again and again. At last, in frustration, Mahishasur returned to his true buffalo form and hurled himself at her with earth shaking fury. Durga's lion seized him by the horns, pinning him down for a single instant, enough for the goddess to act. With perfect calm, she pressed him to the ground with her foot, pierced him with her divine trident, and severed his head with one swift stroke. The roar of victorious victory echoed through the cosmos. Light returned to the heavens. The gods regained their thrones. Peace descended over the three worlds. And as the universe bowed to the triumph, the gods proclaimed, "You alone protect us in every age. You alone rise when darkness threatens the worlds." Thus ended the tyranny of Mahishasur, and thus began the eternal reverence of Durga as Mahishasur Mardini, the slayer of buffalo demon, the protector of dharma, and the supreme force behind the cosmic balance. Psychologically, Mahishasur represents a far more evolved and dangerous form of ego than Madhu and Kaitabha. It is the shape shifting ego that has gained power through discipline, achievement, and success, yet remains rooted in the conscious animal force. The buffalo symbolizes inertia, tamas, stubbornness, and the tendency to live mechanically, driven by impulse and dominance rather than awareness. But unlike primitive ego, Mahishasur also has intelligence and tapas, meaning this is the stage where a person may become strong, accomplished, and even spiritually practiced, yet secretly identifies with proper control. His boon, that no man or god could kill him, shows that ordinary faculties like logic, morality, and willpower cannot dissolve this state because it hides behind a justification and constantly changes form. Just as he keeps ordinary just as he keep transforming in the battle, Durga, born from the combined energies of all the gods, represents the awakening of integrated consciousness, the inner Shakti that arises only when all fragmented parts of the psyche unite against this tyranny of unconscious force. Her slaying of Mahishasur symbolizes the moment when awareness firmly grounds itself, sees through every shifting identity, and overcomes the deep seated inertia and arrogance that keeps one bound. The lesson is that the great obstacle is not raw ignorance, but the powerful, self assured personality that believes it has already in control. It is already in control. The only fierce clarity of awakened Shakti can bring it into balance. With that, we have finished the story of Mahishasur. Jai Ma.